Hello, I'm back again, and this time I'm here to talk about all the different covers of Wayward. Now, when the covers got released, like quite a while ago, when they first got released, like what the covers would look like, I had a lot of opinions, especially when the UK edition picture was released. I was not happy. I actually had a big ramble about it to my boyfriend in the school canteen. It must have been so loud. It must have been so loud. Probably everyone in there heard me loudly talking about my opinions on the Wayward covers. So I was so riled up about it. I was angry at that time. But now I'm a bit more reasonable and I've thought about it a bit more. My opinions are still pretty much the same, but I don't feel as meanly towards the UK edition now. Anyway, today I am going to rank all the covers of Wayward that we know about at this point. And yeah, I'm just going to say a bit about all of them and then put them in the ranking. I hope you enjoy it, and please do tell me your opinions in the comments if you would like. So, I am gonna start with the US Standard Edition, which is the first cover that we got to see, because I'm gonna talk about them and then I'll say what order I put them in. So the US Standard Edition is the one that I have here, you see. Very nice. Quite beautiful, but it's not my favourite. I do like it. So I do like this edition. I mean, it's the one I bought, so I obviously like it. I especially bought it so I wouldn't have the UK cover, which is probably what we'd get in New Zealand. So I ordered it from Book Depository and waited longer to read Wayward just because I wanted this cover over the other one. But I do still have some problems with it. I feel like this is the first time that I'm actually going to be mean on the internet. I feel kind of bad about it, but I guess it's okay because it's just my opinions. So I'm allowed to have an opinion on things, right? So overall, I think this cover has quite a nice composition. See, we've got Simon over here and Bez here, and it's kind of a nice curve. Then we've got some space left for the words and quite a nice font, which is reminiscent of the first edition of Carry On. You see, I can see that they're kind of using the idea, the sort of style of the read-in edition of Carry On, except they're sort of using the colours of the first edition of Carry On, which I think is really nice, that they're sort of tying that in so that it kind of works with both of them. You know, you see the yellow and the blue, that's reminiscent of the first edition of Carry On. And then we have the really lovely illustration of Simon and Bez by Kevin Wilder, just like on the other edition of Carry On. Yeah. Bez looks fantastic. Simon looks great too, so 10 out of 10 for the illustration. But what I have a problem with more is the colours. I feel like the yellow is just a bit too harsh, the same goes to the blue. I mean, it's great that they're using complementary colours, because then it kind of goes together nicely, and we've got some sort of neutral tones here and the clothing and everything. And the little orange spray down the bottom kind of ties it in a bit more, but I just feel like it's too kablam! Too harsh. They could have worked more with the colours, I feel, to make it match more and just feel like it really goes together. And also the black font, it's a bit harsh as well. Yeah, I just feel like they could have done a bit of a better job with the colours. Also, yeah, I really love Bez's little halo. Yeah, that's great. And Bez's shirt is just, 10 out of 10. Kevin Wilder's art is just so beautiful, man. It's just so great. I just love his style, sort of matte watercolour. It's really nice. So yeah, overall I think it's nice, but it could be better. Next, I will talk about the special editions that are like that other edition of Wayward. So first up, we have the Barnes & Noble Moon Special Edition. So again, I think it has a really nice composition. I think it's actually even better than the standard US edition, because the words are sort of, the title and the author is sort of more squished together up here. Then we've just got the illustration here and here. and a little band at the bottom, and it's just nice, and nice blocks works together really nicely. Also, with this edition, I think the colours go together better, and they sort of fit the mood more nicely. That's a problem that I really had with this UK edition of Carry On. I felt like the colours really didn't fit the mood of the book, but with this Moon special edition of Wayward Sun, I feel like the colours really do. So, because we have like this dark blue, then we have like these other blues and these other nice tones, the white and the little white like stars, and you know, there's a lot of night scenes. It feels right for Wayward Sun, which I'm really happy about. And yeah, I feel, yeah, that the font colour is also better, as well as the positioning, than the standard US edition, because we have like that white font and the yellow font, which is a nice warm yellow. It goes well with those blues. Again, we have the complementary contrast with those colours, but I just feel like they're a little bit less harsh and go together better in the Barnes & Noble Moon edition. Again, we have the lovely illustration, and just all the colours and the illustration and even the fine details just come together for a really nice composition. Easy on the eyes, looks beautiful, matches the book. 10 out of 10. Yeah, the texture is also really nice. And again, we have it a bit reminiscent of Carry On, but also its own thing. Yeah, just really great, the Barnes & Noble Moon edition. I love that one. Next up we have the Indigo Sun special edition. And again, we have the really nice composition, exactly like the Barnes & Noble Moon edition. And we have the lovely illustration by Kevin Wilder again. Just have a few different colours with like the wings and everything. You know, the wings are a different colour on all of these editions. And yeah, I think the colour's really good on this again. I don't like it as much as the Moon edition colours, but it's also really lovely. Like, we have the blue and yellow again, reminiscent of Carry On again. It's just, I think like the colours aren't as harsh and they come together more nicely than the standard US edition. But they're also, yeah, and it could be, yeah, that's why they did the Sun and the Moon edition, isn't it? Because like the Moon edition matches the night scenes, the Sun edition matches the day scenes. The Sun one does feel a lot more like a fun road trip one, like it's a bit more fun than the Moon edition, which is why I feel like the Moon edition is slightly a better match, but the Sun edition is also really great. Nice composition, nice mood, much better colour than the standard US edition. Okay, well hello, it's me again in a different location because, I don't know, my bedroom just doesn't look good this time of day. And my hair is wet, you can see, so I just had a shower, but anyway, last time I got interrupted so I had to stop filming. And basically I'm just gonna try and carry on now. Ha! No pun intended. Well done, Brooke. Anyway, so I was up to the Sun edition and I hope I'm not going to forget to say anything. There's Joss. But, oh yeah, another thing I wanted to say was that the bottoms on the Sun and Moon editions are really nice because, you know how on the original US edition it has that sort of fade? It kind of looks like it's trying to make it more 3D, but with the Sun and Moon editions, they're just really committing to like the 2D kind of texture, which is really nice. It's just a really clearly defined little band at the bottom with a little pattern on the top of it. I think it looks really good, just behind Bez there. Yeah. I mean, no, overall the Sun edition I would rank number 2, because I think it's really nice, but I think the Moon edition sort of suits Wayward Sun better, and has a more pleasant colour composition, even though the Sun edition is really good too. Anyway, now on to the thing that I actually care a lot about, and that got me really riled up, and that is the UK edition. Wow! What a surprise! No. But anyway, the first thing I've written on my list of what to say here is just why? Because basically the UK edition, I feel like it just took a good thing and ruined it. And yeah, why? I know that Kevin Wilder like did the Simon and Bez illustration for the UK edition as well, at least I'm pretty sure of that. But it seems like that was done after the other editions ones and after the announcement poster one, and it was supposed to look like the announcement poster one, but they sort of changed it to a different style, and like, who made that decision? Why would it need to be like that? They just took a really lovely, great illustration. Kevin Wilder's style is fantastic, it's good for Carry On, and they changed it to look more fake and childish, I feel. They just look, there's something a bit off, something a bit goofy, something a bit no about how Simon and Bez look in the illustration on the UK covers. UK cover, I think. Yeah. I mean, it's not a really bad cover, I just don't like it. I definitely don't like it as much as the others. Yeah. I just don't know why they would do that. It just made it look childish. And I don't think it suits the mood of Wayward Son at all. I think the illustration was just butchered. It was just, I don't know why they made those decisions. And obviously, yeah, like the colours, I guess they're trying to match them up with the UK paperback edition of Carry On. But this was a mistake! Like, it looks really cute, don't get me wrong, but it does not match Carry On as well. So, apart from the illustration, yeah, like I said, the colours, they just don't suit it right. It's not, in my opinion, the correct mood for Wayward Son. Like, this was not the correct mood for Carry On. This was much better, you know? Like, in the darker colours and sort of purple magical stuff. This looks like some really super hyper feminine candy coloured pastel thing, which is just not right for Carry On, I feel. Whereas, even though this has kind of bright colours, I think it goes with Carry On much better than this. Oh my god, I'm just throwing my books around. Here we are. So yeah, like, this one has the sort of rival thing like this one does, but it has it in the yellow and blue, which are quite nice. You know, a little bit of contrast between Simon and Bez, and the background's just white, which is just a neutral colour, whereas this blue, I feel like it's a bit too fun and happy. And we've got like Watford down here, and it just really feels like a rival thing, but also a kiss me vibe, you know? And it just works better, even though it could be better. Like, I really love that first cover, but I feel like this one is better. Anyway, this is not me reviewing Carry On covers, this is me reviewing Wayward Son covers. So, yeah, some more points about the UK edition of Wayward Son. The suit, yeah, the suit's epic, but I don't think it went with the rest of the cover, colour-wise, but it's cool, so I guess it's alright, it's alright. I mean, whatever. It's just, the colours were just not great overall. And you know that little bit at the bottom that's like, woo, with Simon and Bez in the car? That's cool too, I guess, but again, it just makes it look like it's a really fun road trip thing. It's all cozy and fun and wow, we're going on a road trip. But that's not really how Wayward Son is. Maybe at times, but not really. I just feel like it didn't match so much. Yeah, I wrote that it seems too feminine and fun. It seems like they're marketing it to 14-year-old girls, which is kind of funny. Yeah. It's just, I don't feel like it's right for these books. Just no, and the illustration, why? Yeah, the composition was alright. I mean, it wasn't bad, you know, the standing there, words in the middle, and then the little bit at the bottom. I mean, fine composition. I mean, the structure, the lines, all good. But the illustration, just no, the colours, no. However, you know those editions, like the special ones with the sprayed edges of Bez's suit and like the Bez's suit underneath, like, oh, that would almost make me buy this edition. Oh my god, those sprayed edges looked so nice. That was cool. Good job to that. And yeah, I guess the card down the bottom was a nice touch, even though it looked a bit too fun. So yeah, that wasn't bad. Overall, I don't feel like the colours on this one were good, and the illustration just did not suit Simon and Bez and Wayward Son at all. It just took something good and ruined it. And yeah, it was just not the right cover for the book, I feel, which is why I would rate it last out of the Wayward Sun covers that we have so far. So yeah, my official ranking, I don't know how this is official, but anyway, my ranking would be that the Barnes & Noble Moon Special Edition is first, and then the Indigo Sun Special Edition, then the standard US edition that I have here, quite nice, and then in last, definitively, the UK edition. So it was just not the right cover, just took something good and ruined it, just nah. It wasn't an overall bad piece of art. I just feel like it didn't really go with the book, and the illustration just got butchered, which is just a decision that I can't understand. Who thought, oh, we'll take this kind of illustration and we'll put it in a slightly different style so that they look fake and weird and like goofy and childish. I don't know. And I just feel like there wasn't any thought in the like colour composition of that cover. Just yeah, that's about it, I guess. I had a lot of feelings about these covers. I don't know why I get so opinionated about book covers. Like, it doesn't seem like something that should be that important. But I really like, if I'm gonna buy a book, like, I want it to be a nice piece of art as well to look at. Like, so I get it physically, right? Also, nice. And I feel like a cover is really important for a book. It's people's first impression of the book. They see the cover and like, oh, so it must be like this. And I feel like the UK edition just doesn't do much for Wayward Sun. Anyway, they weren't bad covers. I just feel like some were better than the others, some matched it better than the others. Yeah. So yeah, I hope nobody else has done this video before, but here are my opinions. Please tell me what you think. If you disagree with me, super fun. If you can convince me why the UK edition is actually better, please do. I would love to hear that and debate cover art. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and that it was just something a bit different, something a bit interesting. Not talking about the contents but focusing on the covers, even though people say, ooh, don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, people do. You can't get past that. So covers are quite important and I think it's something we should talk about. Yeah. Goodbye. Actually, first I'm going to show you my dog. Hello. He came and said hello before and I probably looked like I was pushing him away, so I feel mean. But here he is. Wow, what a cutie. Bye guys. So, hi 4 subscribers. Thank you so much. I can't believe anyone's subscribing to me. Make yourself known so I can give you more appreciation. Also, anyone who isn't a subscriber, please subscribe. And like, thank you. I don't want to be desperate, but wow, 4 subscribers.